Liverpool has the least time to recover players around FIFA dates in the Premier League. There are 13 Premier League matches since 2016-17 that Liverpool have played after FIFA dates, more than double the number of runners-up. After the interruption of games between the teams, Liverpool will play Everton next Saturday, 21, at 12:30 p.m. London time, 8:30 a.m. Brasilia time. A month later, on November 25, once again when their players return from commitments with their countries on FIFA data, the Reds will have a new duel at the same time, the earliest of the Premier League weekend rounds, this time against Manchester City, totaling 13 opportunities at 12:30 p.m. since 2016-17 in the league, according to a survey by the website The Athletic. The Anfield team's number of 12:30 games is more than double that of City, Chelsea and Tottenham, second in the statistics and all with 5. Manchester United and Arsenal, the rest of the Big Six, were on the field at this time 4 times, the same number as Everton. German coach Jurgen Klopp treated it as a joke last month when Liverpool played at this time when receiving their exhausted athletes due to FIFA data. We have 4 international breaks until March 2024, 2 of which start at 12:30 p.m. This is a joke. We have players in South America, I haven't seen them yet, said the Reds coach in September. The day after the complaint, Klopp justified himself and claimed that the problem is due to the short recovery time of players coming from all over the world, with different time zones, called jet lag, a disorder caused by the drastic change of time zone time, which can cause problems with sleep, which is essential in the recovery of high-performance athletes. The German also made an appeal to the TV channels that hold the rights to the league to guarantee a better product for viewers by having the players in better shape. Trivela heard from specialist Tacho Santos, professor of physical education at the Centro Universitario de Brasilia, CEUB, who explained how the sudden change of time zones when traveling disrupts sleep and can lead to illnesses and other injuries. In addition to jet lag, the wear and tear is enormous with data FIFA's long trips. For Saturday, using the example used by Klopp about South America, 3 starters played this Tuesday, 17, and will probably be on the field in the next match. They are Darwin Núñez, Uruguay, Luis Diaz, Colombia, and Alexis Mac Allister, Argentina. A trip, a change of time zone, in itself, is difficult for a person to sleep the same amount of hours. For a player to have prompt repair of the body in all systems, cardiovascular, endocrine, respiratory, and muscular, he needs adequate sleep, not only in terms of number of hours, but what is considered as sleep hygiene, explained Tacho, who added. A position published by the International Olympic Committee points out some factors that may predispose high-level athletes to injury or at least a drop in immunity, a greater risk of contracting a pathology. They show, for example, that when someone travels 4 time zones, there is a 2 to 3 times greater risk of these opportunistic diseases, such as viruses, which can affect the individual when immunity is lower, he added. The specialist. In addition to the South Americans, 9 other Liverpool athletes were involved in this FIFA date with Asian, European and African teams, such as Ibrahima Konate, France, Kostas Tsimikas, Greece, Andrew Robertson. He suffered a shoulder injury with Scotland and is doubtful against Everton, Trent Alexander-Arnold, England, Virgil van Dijk, Netherlands, Dominic Szoboszlai, Hungary, Harvey Elliott, England under-21, Wataru Endo, Japan, and Diogo Jota, Portugal. Premier clubs that played the most at 12:30 p.m. local time after FIFA dates since 2016-17. Liverpool 13, Manchester City, Chelsea and Tottenham 5, Arsenal, Everton and Manchester United 4, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Newcastle and West Ham 2. Clark's doubts at Liverpool for the classic with Everton. The last time he suffered from the return of his players from national team games, Jurgen Klopp opted to spare Núñez and Diaz, but bet on Mac Allister, who ended up being substituted at half-time after a low-intensity performance, while his team lost 1-0 for Wolverhampton. In the end, the Reds regained control of the game and won 3-1. As happened with Wolves a month ago, the Liverpool coach will need to measure the minutes of his players returning from selection for the derby with Everton. On the wings, for example, the likely absence of left-back Robertson due to a dislocated shoulder should force the selection of Tsimikas, who was on the field for 180 minutes in Greece's duels against Ireland and the Netherlands. On the right, Trent Alexander-Arnold, played just one of England's matches and will be in better condition. Like Tsimikas, Konate and Van Dijk, the starting defensive duo, played both data FIFA commitments and could make room for Joe Gomez and Joel Matip. Both were not called up for the national teams. In midfield, the right starter is Ryan Gravenberch, also training normally at Liverpool's CT, but Thiago and Stefan Bajcetic, injured for some time, should be absent, as well as the suspended Curtis Jones. Endo and McAllister will have to be evaluated for the long journey made by both, and Elliott and Szoboszlai for playing in 2 entire games. Liverpool forwards Salah, Nunez and Diaz played in both of their team's commitments and will also face long journeys, while Jota did not play even 30 minutes in the games against Portugal and is favourite for a place. Still, Cody Gakpo has been injured since the end of September and is doubtful. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications and don't miss the next videos.